What's going on, fam? Have you ever had a kid and wondered if it was yours when you had them in the hospital? We wanted that too. We tackle those things, mandem. Let's go. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Lazy
Sundays
with Dionte, fam.
And NiJa. Why? That's not even a good accent.
That is how they say it, fam.
They're gonna be pissed off.
I don't care, fam.
They don't like when we try to do
Where
that
am I
accent.
from, yo? You don't even know where I'm
They're
from.
like, Americans, please stop.
Where am I from? What accent you think?
I don't even know. That's how bad it is. But it's like British kind of.
Kind of British Columbia. It's my Canadian accent.
Okay.
That's how they talk, fam.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
We're here on Lazy Sundays to bring you everything that's happened during the week that we wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you wanted to talk about it, it don't really matter if you want to talk about it because I'm talking about it for you.
Yes. Let's get into it.
NiJa.
Yes.
Have you ever been a side chick? Let's go straight into it. This is something I've been wanting to ask myself.
I feel like... Listen, hear me out.
Look at her. Oh my God.
I feel like I was never a side chick on purpose.
On purpose!
On purpose. I feel like it was one of those things where relationships overlap. And at that point, you just like, well, then this is happening. And it's like, because I like looking back at like on my life, I feel like to some extent, I feel like everybody has probably been in that situation where you probably knowingly didn't even know that you were a side chick, because how this typically happens, I'm just speaking from my experience, niggas be lying. So when you're in a situation like that where someone isn't really telling like the whole truth, then relationships overlap. And it's just me being honest. Like, I feel like when you're in situations like that, when you look back on it, it's like, well, I probably definitely was the side chick, and not even like going into it like, oh yeah, like I know, but I don't care. It was never like that. It was always like, I'm thinking this situation is done, and then it's not really done. Do you find out that it's not done? And you're like, okay, this is weird. I feel like y'all were always together and you just lied and told me y'all weren't. But have you ever been a side dude?
Well, actually, fam.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Grabbed a box of Timmy's.
Please, Dionte.
And grabbed a double. Yeah, me, I wouldn't say I was the side dude. I think everybody was a side.
No, what do you mean by that? Like what happened? Why you feel that way?
When we was coming up with this stuff, I was thinking of one situation where I feel like I might have been that dude. Well, two. One situation in high school, we never really, but the girl we used to talk a lot. So, in that sense, I guess we was talking while she was dealing with somebody else. And in that situation,
you knew. So you went into it like, I don't care.
No, I didn't. It was kind of like an after the fact.
So you was okay with being the side dude then?
I won't really the side dude though. That's what I'm saying. Because in that situation,
but you knew she was like
after the fact. Like, we had been talking. Okay. And whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, she calling me, all that good stuff. Then I found out after the fact, oh, yeah, you know, this person and this person. Oh, okay. But it was like, but in college, it was this other girl that I was dealing with. I don't want to say I was a side dude. I think in that case, that's why I said everybody was a side.
I think you just have a track record of like being a side dude.
No, in that situation, I think everybody was a side dude. I think she was just and
okay, we're gonna bleep that out.
No, ain't no need. She know what she was, but it was more so like I was there and another dude came while I was there, and she was like, "Oh shit, both of my niggas here at the same time."
Maybe she was just dating around. I don't know this girl. I don't really like to, because I feel like women always get a bad rep. I'm trying to help you out. Me and Dionte, yeah, because I don't want it to be like, oh, let's call her a hoe because she was dating multiple guys, because that doesn't mean that she was a hoe. It just means that
but how do we know
she was just dating around. But that's what I'm saying. You don't know. You didn't know. You just assume. That's all I'm saying.
I'm only assuming because in that situation, I was
allegedly
there.
She was.
Allegedly, it was around 12 a.m.
Allegedly, you felt that that's the type of person she was. But allegedly, you can't put that on her.
No, I ain't saying I'm going off of the situation.
Just because that happens doesn't mean that somebody is a hoe.
If I'm at your house at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, another dude come banging at your door.
That might have been her boyfriend. I'm supposed to be here, sir. You're not.
Nah, bro.
That's the difference. Case closed. I solved it.
No, you
sorry, girl, whoever you are out there, please. He is growing. He is learning. He did not mean to call you a hoe.
Girl, we already knew what it was.
Anyway.
And then I was only coming through late night anyway.
But that does not.
I could have been the side nigga.
Like it's coming full circle. I'm telling you because
she was just doing a lot. I think she was all over the map with it.
Yo, we're not doing this.
Trust me, saying this out loud does not bring me joy. It does not bring me any joy at all. I almost want to say her name.
And you should not.
No,
but
I don't say her name.
Moving along.
They don't even know her.
Exactly. You're attacking this poor girl for no reason.
Attacking or bringing.
She was young. She was dating around.
Hey, make excuses as much as you want, but
I'm
just
not.
know Beyonce ain't out here dating around.
And with that, we're going to get into.
You can't break my soul.
Some topics that we're going to get into. All right. So the first one is. Should DNA testing be mandatory at birth? Should it be mandatory? You go in, she has a baby, and she could tell you whatever she wants to tell you, that this baby is yours.
Who going first?
You go first.
Yes. This will solve thousands of problems while creating a few more.
Okay.
I feel like it's one of them things like Roe vs. Wade, where you just kind of, the point is you should be able to use your body how you see fit and do with it what you want. But situations like this, I feel like best case scenario, everybody knows what it is from the beginning. I don't know why they don't do that anyways. I feel like to put your name down as someone's dad, you either had to be married or not even just.
No, I don't think it should be.
Having their baby.
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead. I'll let you finish your point.
Yeah. My point. I believe that in order to get your name down on the DNA, like as the biological father, you should have to take a test right then and there. Unless this is your spouse by marriage, and then it's more of a, y'all probably already know what the deal is anyways. I mean, but I feel like generally though, I think in order to do that, you should have to be a real dad and or married to the lady. Outside of that, I feel like it should be mandatory. You need to know, because there's so much that comes with that as far as child support, and you dealing with the actual justice system, trying to get your kids together just to find out 5-6 years down the line that this kid I've been raising was never mine from the beginning.
For me, I feel like it should be mandatory, but I feel like it still should be left up to both parties. Whether, the dad wants to put his name down. Like, it should be mandatory, yes. Like, there should be, regardless. Like, you shouldn't, like, the woman or the man shouldn't have an option to give a DNA test. Like, automatically, I feel like, go ahead and swab that baby. And then I feel like after that, yes, you disclose, whether he is or is not the father. And then leave it up to him in that moment if he still wants to sign to be, because I don't think it should be the state or government or whatever to say, oh, well, since he's not the father and y'all aren't married, then no, he can't put his name on the dotted line. Because some people go into situations and they feel like, I still want to support and I still look at this child as this child being mine, and they should be given that option to do so. I don't feel like that should be dictated, but I do feel like a DNA test, for your reasoning, should be a mandatory thing, because like you said, it's too much of, I feel like a lot is put on the woman, and I do feel like a lot, we're not even going to get all into everything that's been going on, but I do feel like we have a lot of control when it comes down to when we have babies, and a lot of that stuff is our say, and I don't really think y'all have a lot of say. And I feel like a lot of men have been put in weird situations where people went into it knowing that he wasn't the dad, and kind of lied, and then it ends up, really hurting the child and the dad in the end, because it's like, why would you subject your child to this when you went into this knowing that that wasn't their real father? But if both parties understand what's going on, then I don't feel like that should be messed with.
And if that's the case, then that's on you, but at least in that, you have like full transparency.
Absolutely.
You know, like, this isn't my kid. Yeah. But yes, I'm fully, you know what I'm saying, trying to take care of him.
Yep.
That's on you. If you want to do that, then you want to do that. But
exactly.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should know, because the Maury show kind of do it. Like, I know some people say it's fake, but I mean, that's kind of embarrassing to come up here and be like, yo, I know like 5 dudes who could be my kid daddy from around that point. That's a whole separate conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, because it'd be like, some people be like 20, 30 people back. I've seen that on that show, and it's like, it's gotta be fake, bro. There's no way you're willing to admit this what you was doing on national TV. There's no way at all you willing to admit that. But
yeah, it definitely should be mandatory.
It definitely cause issues though, somewhat, because like, whoa, this ain't my baby.
And in that moment,
at least you know from jump, and it's not heartbreak because I'm finding out 5 years down the line that this kid that I fell in love with and thought it was mine.
Yeah, for legal reasons, and we're only talking about people that go into it with like a malicious intent, like, or even if you don't, but we're more or less talking about when both parties don't know. Like, when both parties don't know, then I don't feel like it's fair to be honest, the unborn child in that moment, and the man, when you go into it knowing that you're not completely sure. But moving along, so the last thing that I wanted to discuss, and I randomly thought about this. We were having like discussions over the past like couple of weeks, or probably a couple of months, but do you think it's possible to show up for everyone in your life? Or like, how do you show up for them? Or do you think it's possible to show up for everyone in your life equally?
Honestly, I would say no. Because
and why do you think that?
Just because of like time, man. Like I know everybody wants to put a monetary value on things, but a lot of stuff really just even if it's something that you have to do physically, or a lot of it just requires time. Like, you gotta have time to be able to put into coming to your kids' practices or events, to being there for your spouse and having date night, or doing that and the third, doing this with your parents or your other relatives. Like, it's too much give, I feel like, in these situations, and it's nothing for you to take back. Or even if it is, it's like you're so burnt out from trying to be in 6 different places for 6 different people. It's like that you end up, it was a funny joke that I seen a long time ago, like college days, that was like, I got so much to do that I'm about to just take a nap because it's so much that it's like you end up getting nothing done at all. So I would rather, kind of put more into certain situations or like events. Like, if it's major, I'll make sure I'm there. But like I said, like, if it's something like practice or some kind of rehearsal, is like stuff like that, I feel like I can stand and miss to make sure I'm a part of your big events. But it's hard to be and all those things for you, and then take care of everything for everybody else, and such and such need a ride, grandma needs you to come fix the roof. It's like before you know it, and it's hot outside, like that's the cherry on top. So what am I supposed to do? You don't have no time for yourself. And the moment you say no, you know what I'm saying, in that type of situation,
oh, don't say no.
Exactly. So it's like, I'll pass on being everything for everybody and try to be a lot for certain people or certain situations.
Yeah. I do kind of agree with that. I feel like
you always trying to agree with me.
I do kind of agree with what you said, but I feel like for me, the only way I feel like I can be somewhat equal to everyone in my life is just full transparency. Feel like a lot of times when you already know what you're getting from me, I've already set a certain expectation with everybody in my life. So you're not even really shocked when I don't do certain things, because it's kind of like what you were saying, but it's like I try to be very like black and white with everybody in my life. So that way you understand kind of where I stand, our dynamic, our relationship. You kind of know, like, oh, I know NiJa's definitely going to come to this, or no, I already knew she wasn't coming. Like, you already know that about me, because I don't ever want to get into that tug of war where I'm feeling like, dang, like I'm trying to, like you said, I'm trying to juggle so much for everyone. I'm wearing myself so thin that I end up getting nothing done, or I'm missing, you know, the big things in other people's lives that I should have been there for. So I try to be really transparent with everybody to let them know what to expect from me. Because those that don't really see me a lot, they know why they don't see me a lot, you know, and those that do, you understand. Those that talk to me a lot on the phone, you understand why you talk to me a lot on the phone. So it's just full transparency for me. I know everybody's not like that. So to your point, like, that works for your personality, because it's like, I'm not about to sit here and explain that to you. Not because you don't care, but it's like, you're a man of few words. So it's like, you know.
You're definitely not about to explain that.
No, not about to do that. But yeah, but that is it, guys. That is all we have for y'all today.
Feels like a quick week.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't really a lot going on this week. Nothing that we cared to talk about.
Outside of NiJa hating on me literally every 5 seconds.
Boy, man, please. Nobody's hating on you.
She's hating on me now, fam.
All right, y'all. So with that, please do not forget to like and comment if you want.
And let us know, fam. What do you want to see from us?
And we'll see y'all.
Put this at the beginning of the video.
Please do not. And we'll see y'all in our next video. Bye, guys.
Peace, bruv.